What is going on, everybody? It feels like forever in a day since we talked, and it was just Friday. Now, on the other channel, if somebody can put the link in there, we were going to have a show on Saturday morning. Everyone got busy. I got entangled in a show on Netflix called The Hunting Wives. Has anyone seen that? We talked about it in Discord. Good morning, Melanie. Stephanie James said a lot has happened since Friday, LOL. I heard. Woo! I heard. You know that most of the time on Mondays, we talk about summer. We call it Motab Monday. Now, tomorrow, we have a totally different show to do. So I hope everybody is subscribed, has a reminder on. Who said they love Hunting Wives? Oh, go Buffalo. Yes, she said, I love that show. Woo! Just like Jinbug told me on Saturday. Those chicks are crazy. Is there going to be a Hunting Wives 2? Does anyone know? Stephanie James, what's the show called? The Hunting Wives. HUNTINGS Wives. WIVES. They're nuts. But I know who's not nuts. For one, Missing with Manda. She's been a member for 40 months. Okie Bree. She said, just want to give a shout out for keeping it real. Friends for 30 months. I wish they would change that from member to friends. Sounds like we're at the damn Elks Lodge. Okay? But Pat K gifted a Crime Lines and Lies membership. Can we please hear it for Pat K? If you received a membership, thank Pat K. Look, Wendy G just made it in. Joy K. Rianne, what's up, Cassie? Woo, V. Oakley. Ooh, V. Oakley's here. Jenny. Yeah. So how did everyone's weekend go? My husband didn't get home until 8 o'clock on Saturday. So basically, I just tortured him with the show, The Hunting Wives. And we ate a bunch of food. I baked a chicken, and it had cornbread stuffing in it. And then 5:30 this morning, had to get ready to take him to work. Hey, Virginia. My goodness, I'm a little out of air right now. We have this place in our front yard, and I have it bricked and everything, and it's supposed to be a flower bed. And what I did is I just ripped up all the bricks a little bit ago, and I moved the plastic, and I'm having to totally redo it. I have to do that early in the morning because, well, I don't do well when it's 99.5 degrees. So, let me get my oxygen back. Shit, man. You know, I even use the exercise bike. I do. I have an exercise bike sitting right here. I do. It's dry in my bathing suit. It's got a towel on it and a cowboy hat, so you can't say I don't use it. All right, everyone, let's tell everyone good morning, and boy, we missed you. Don't forget, we have a show at noon on the other channel. Not true crime, not crime related, just a little breath of fresh air. True Crime Beat said, damn, Brooks, you're supposed to pedal. Little at a time, True Crime Beat. You know, I'm not a marathon sprinter like you. I'm not. Little by little, I get back to it. I feel like I do enough outside that I shouldn't have to exercise the exercise bike, but Hey, it's really not showing in the waistline. Frank opinion. Well, good morning. Anyone else have exercise equipment that they use to hang clothes, dry a towel when you get out of the pool? You know what I mean. Anyone? Anyone? Please don't say it's just me. Please don't say. Well, I think we had quite an awakening a couple of days ago. I think 4 days ago. Today is the 18th. Yeah, last Wednesday afternoon. Last Wednesday, just a regular Wednesday, TBI put this out. By now, I'm sure everyone's seen it. Searching for Summer. Today, the TBI released an updated age progression photo of Summer Wells, the Hawkins County girl who has been missing since 2021. Here's what we know. Well, it's kind of a real watered down what we know, which everything is, because it's nothing new. My question is, what's brewing? Now, the know-it-alls will say, Bricks, they have to, by law, do that every year. She hasn't been declared dead, Brooks, so by law, they have to do that every 2 years. Bullshit. Because the first one, where Summer looked 14 years old, took them 3 years to put together. This is basically a little over a year later. Okay? They don't have to do shit. This comes from Missing and Exploited, a fabulous network of people. Fabulous network of people. It is safe to say that neither Dawn or Candace were screaming up one side and down the other to say, are you going to do another age progression? I don't think so, because they're not even in contact with them. They're not even in contact with law enforcement. The only reason I know that is because they've said it. This one looks more believable than the one they did a couple of years ago. This looks like a 9-year-old child to me. Looks a little bit like Carol Ann from Poltergeist. And it's also safe to say that if this was an accurate picture of Summer Wells, her hair would not be combed straight and she would not be in a cute little dress, because Dawn and Candace don't take care of their children. Horrible thing to say, isn't it? The truth isn't pretty. The truth is not pretty. Anyone think that she would have her hair all combed perfectly, teeth not rotted out? No. I think there is something way more going on. Won't really get to that right now, but we know what today is. It is Metabolism Monday. Remember, Candace can't lie.
I don't know about Jackie Dobbs. I've just heard about him. I don't know about Jody Stu. I've talked to Jody Stu time and time again, and every time she talks to me, her story has changed.
Like in how?
Okay, like, for instance, like, she said that she was down on the bottom after she heard somebody scream or whatever. She was never at the bottom of that driveway. I drove down there faster than she could fucking fly.
Truth telling there. Truth telling. Thank you, Candace.
Okay. So she said, so the scream, of course, is out of the question now, right? There was no scream, right?
There is no scream, dude. She's maced all that shit up. Why? I can't lie. It's not in my metabolism.
Okay.
Now, if she was standing down there, was that after Summer had came up missing?
I don't know when she got down there. I just know when I drove down in my mom's truck, she was down there.
Okay.
Was she already looking, or was she doing something different?
She was just standing on the corner.
Very, very interesting.
Right.
Was it surprising, you coming down the drive knowing your daughter?
Yeah, because usually Jody Sue don't walk around.
Yeah, because she can see everything Jody Sue does from the top of the damn mountain. Okay? Usually Jody Sue don't walk around. She forgets to mention to everybody that she went to Fred's house. Why? To bring him brownies? Just to check on Fred? Why? She forgets to mention that. Fred's the one that made the oops and told everybody, and said also Chad Arnold was there. What do you think about that? But supposedly she knows everything that dumbass Jody Sue was doing that day. Now remember, last week, this age progression came out of Summer. This is what Can't did. She doesn't address it. She frankly doesn't seem to be moved by it at all. And for the people that say, well, they have to do it every 2 years. Bullshit. Bullshit. Michael Vaughn has been missing for 4 years. 4 years. Kyron Horman has been missing for 15. Michael has 1 age progression. Kyron Horman has 2. Sister Karen has a question. Ooh, I've been waiting on this. Is it true that TBI found remains and are testing to see if they're Summers? False. I don't know what's going on, but there's some channels popping up that are making up ridiculous lies. TBI found remains? Bullshit. Bullshit. And look, I don't have to call TBI to find out the truth. No. Absolutely false. That, what is it? Criminal Veil, I think is what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. Saying that Candace homeschooled the kids and was such a proper mother. No. Proper mothers don't lose their children. Now, I want you to watch Can's reaction. Remember, her daughter's age progression photo was put out the day before she did this. This is her reaction. Oh, it's getting juicy. Once again, she's got an animal. Once again, yep, she's got an animal. I hear crickets. That's all you're going to get out of Can't. Crickets as usual. You got it. You got it, Okie Bree. Crickets as usual. And again, she has an animal. And people are like, oh, it's so nice you're feeding the strays. It's so nice you're feeding the strays, Candace. According to Jose, she sat right there while a kitten that Hunter's mom, Allie, gave to Summer, and she just absolutely loved that kitty. That Dawn got mad and fed that cat to a bunch of hungry dogs. She doesn't need animals, okay? She doesn't. She does not. I mean, this is jaw-dropping content. This is Can't. Look, oh, there's a raccoon. Very safe to have around a kitten that's had no shots. Because you know, they don't take anything to the vet. Yeah, there's a raccoon. Okay, now the raccoon is going to eat out of her personal dishes, because God forbid we actually get things that are meant for animals. But hey, whatever. Not going to lie, I've done it before too.
Oh,
You know, she's all
what
grumbling.
are you doing, pretty baby? What are you doing, beautiful? Yeah, there's dog food there for you. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and get some. Go ahead. It's okay. No, do not come in my house.
Angel on Earth said, Crime Lines and Lies, I heard you at PG's last week talking about Sonia, Dawn's sister. Will you please cover that? Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I'll say it in PG's voice. Absolutely. Oh, you better believe it, because I said what I said. When you think Dawn is bad, his sister Sonia is worse. You better believe I will. May not be today, but you're going to get an earful from me. Gorgeous yard. Thank you.
Come on, baby. Come back and eat.
Look at that.
It's okay. Come on.
Just imagine. You know, Benny ate out of those bowls. White Boy Radio ate out of those bowls. Would you ever eat in Cant's chicken? Not chicken. No one's going to eat her chicken except for Dawn and a few others. Would you eat from her kitchen? She'll rinse them out and she'll throw some SpaghettiOs in and tell Dawn, there's your dinner.
Come on, kitty. We don't get. Oh, cat can just come in the house. Ugh.
She's like, oh, we're not going to let that cat come in the house. Well, that cat's going to get rabies from that raccoon. Nothing against raccoons, but they are common carriers of rabies. Now, listen, no one on this channel is going to look out to the point where Camp's going to get rabies, okay? She's like Teflon. She's like Tupperware. You can't break her. We've heard for years, pacemaker and they can't find no batteries. Oh, I broke my rib. Oh, I broke my ankle. Oh, one thing after another. 2 days later, bounces right back. Bounces right back.
He's coming back. I told him to come back and get some food.
Well,
Come on, baby.
who do you think
Come
you
eat.
are? Who the hell do you think you are, Steve?
Come on, come eat.
Those animals listen to you. I told them to come back and get some food. Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Raccoon.
Yes.
They'll be back. There's 2 of them.
Uh-huh. So the age progression of her missing daughter just came out, and she's outside feeding feral animals. Hey, everyone needs love, but why on earth is she not a little shook? That obviously her daughter's investigation has
I think they're gone.
turned.
Morning, innocent.
Morning, innocent. Okay, I don't know what all that shit is around those bowls, but I mean, how many bowls do you need outside to feed 2 coons and 1 cat? And what are you going to do when those coons infect the cat, which could happen easily? Again, I'm not talking anything bad about raccoons, but Snow White here, that tends to be a friend to all animals, has no business tending to wildlife or domesticated life. She has lost 2 children in Wisconsin, 1 in Arkansas, 3 in Tennessee, and she has a daughter and a sister missing. Damn the luck. Those are lottery odds, my friends. Okay? Those are lottery odds. Thank you, Candace, for showing us the empty bowls. Thank you. That's great, Candace. This is eerie. Okay, this is eerie. Especially this. God. Damn, and Kat thinks my videos are bad. And the minute I see it, Can is live. I'm like, oh, okay. Groundbreaking. Considering the timing, I thought she would possibly have something to say about her daughter being missing, and another age progression came out. However, that's not what happened. She's just sitting there looking at raccoons and some cats. And listen, there is nothing wrong with taking care of strays. The best thing to do, this is just my opinion, okay? You call your local animal shelter because you don't know what's going on. They will pick them up, make sure they're vaccinated and all that stuff. Or if you're brave enough, you can scoop them up and you can take them and say, I just want to make sure this cat is vaccinated, all that stuff. They trap, neuter, release. And they vaccinate. However, Dr. fucking Candace Doolittle is sitting out there watching 2 wild as fuck raccoons with feral cats smoking a cigarette. Come get you some food. What food? The bowls are empty. And you've got one taller bowl those cats can't get into, full of water that's green. Come on, can't. She's whispering. She says they're coming back. They're coming back.
It's over there if y'all can't see them.
Oh, shit, Candace. Considering there's meth heads, drug dealers, and an abductor on the loose, don't you think old Can't should be a little freaked out sitting outside going, they're coming back. They're coming back. Isn't she afraid the abductor might come get her big ass and do something to her? They're coming back. Look, everyone, they're coming back. If I seriously believed in my heart of hearts that my child was kidnapped from my own property, I'd shit the bed outside. I would. You'd see poop all over that porch.
I'm feeding them potato salad and dog food.
She goes, I'm feeding them some vanilla and dog food. Then what happened to the dog that she found in the woods? Is it safe to feed an animal vanilla? She's basically putting... Oh, hang on. Let me listen to it again. I thought she said vanilla. Potato salad? Subtitles are unavailable. Yeah, no shit. Uh-huh. Oh, here we go again. It's like the Blair Witch Project. Here we go.
Potato salad and dog food.
They're eating potato salad and dog food.
Yeah. Gaming girl, that's what I'm feeding them is cat food and dog food.
Uh-huh.
And they like vegetable soup.
And they like vegetable soup. What the hell is going on? Potato salad, dog food, green water, and they like vegetable soup. That's probably the healthiest thing for them because they can drink the broth. This is nasty. Sad fact of the matter is, when they don't eat it, she'll pick it back up and she'll put it in the fridge and she'll have her a midnight snack.
Damn, you're eating all the raccoons? There he is. Y'all see him? There he is.
Well, if that's not the comment of the day, Danny Dane said at least she feeds them more than $1 frozen pizzas. Yeah, the animals are eating better than little Summer Wells. Can we all have a round of applause for Danny Dane? Because that is an awesome comment. Badges to Halloween. Can you believe we're that close? It's almost Labor Day, my friends.
Excuse me. Hey, baby. Come eat.
Come here.
Come get some food, baby.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby.
Come eat. It's okay. Y'all see? There he is right there. So cute. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come eat. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. Come eat. Nobody's gonna hurt you. It's okay. Aww. Did y'all see that? No, he's really not. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get off here. Husband's getting up, getting ready to go to work, so I'll just be sitting here. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day. God bless y'all.
Intriguing. Intriguing AF. I agree. Angel on Earth said that looks like a movie Rob Zombie would make. I'm telling you. Well, my husband's getting ready to go to work, so I'll just be sitting here all day. What's new? What's new? Basically, what this means is her ass hadn't been to bed all night. She'll sleep all day. I'm telling you, she has what I call the gift of sleep. She has the gift of not caring about all the time on her hands. She has the gift of no giving a shit. And it's very offensive to mothers when you know that your child is missing. And I've only experienced that one time. One of my children got away from me in the store, and it was an insane, I'll say, 7 minutes. I mean, I was in a total panic. This bitch is over 4 years into it, and age progression comes out, and she's just like, well, just gonna take care, just gonna watch these raccoons, and I got these cats, and I'm feeding them potato salad, and I'm gonna feed them, and I'm gonna feed them some dog food too. You have got to be kidding me. I am in the minority here. I am. I don't think this new age progression came out just willy-nilly or because it's the law, you got to do it every 2 years. They don't have to do shit. Get real. They don't have to put out age progressions. Whoever said they have to, that's nuts. I do think something got stirred up when TBI went back out to their property, which tells me they are starting from the beginning and working forward, which is common in these cases. They did it in Delphi. They've done it in a lot of cases. Exactly, Jinbug. Could you imagine a raccoon being scared of you? That raccoon was like, oh, I don't want no part of this shit. What if she bites me? I've never seen a raccoon scared of a human. Oh, yeah, that raccoon was like, hell no. I don't want to catch nothing from her. I don't want no potato salad and dog food that bad. Hell no.
Welcome back to When Evil Entered. And I'm here to show you that Don Wells confirmed it. TBI wanted to see the driveway. For those still caught up in the noise, the speculation, and the constant YouTube drama, today we're going to bring you something that cuts through all of that. Straight from the mouth of Don Wells himself. Not rumor, not commentary, no creator gossip.
No. And so, people are going to say, oh, well, Don lies all the time. Don lies all the time. Okay, then he lied. It seems to me that he's telling the truth because, things seem to be kind of rocking and rolling, if you want to know the truth. For them, missing and exploited, and publicized by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to put out this age progression, whether you think it looks like summer or not. I think that says a lot because we know not one person in her family is asking for answers. Name one. Name one. MIA, Grandis Abandis, Dawn, can't, no. Jody Sue, they're not going to talk to her. She's irrelevant. Fred damn sure doesn't want to talk to him. Andy B damn sure doesn't want to talk to him. They want this to go away with a quickness. And we'll talk more about them in a little bit. Matter of fact, I can't remember who sent this to me, but they said that Ziggy has a new cat and it looks just like Fred. Damnedest thing I've ever seen in my life. Has anyone ever seen a cat like this? I showed it to my cat and he was just like, that is quite a mullet. That is quite a mullet. How the hell do you get a cat that looks just like your husband? Look at that. How do you comb that? How do you even comb that? It's got the same shaved sideburns and everything. Looks like it was done with a big razor right there. A dull one. How does this happen? Poor little Fred, the newlywed.
Just facts. Recently, White Boy Lockdown Radio reached out to Don Wells directly to verify some information circling online. The question: did the TBI ask to search or look around the end of the driveway on Ben Hill Road?
All right, what you doing?
Hey, what up? You still running around?
Oh, no, much.
Are you still running around?
Best buds, best buds. Now, I actually do like Matt, and I like his wife, Noelle. And this is a strange thing. Some people don't get about me, and it's okay. Because I disagree with someone's take on a case doesn't mean I don't like them. No. That doesn't mean I don't like them. There's a lot of people I don't agree with. I don't agree with Josh from the lab, who's always said this is an accident covered up. I still like Josh. I just don't agree with that theory. Prayer Garden, who I like, talks about the cemetery. That doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't mean I don't like her. White Boy seems to think that Don and Candace have nothing to do with nothing. And he disregards, the things that we know are true about them. I don't agree with him. I think he's a funny guy. I think his wife is hilarious. She's a cool chick. Lisa K. Ruitz. Well, no, actually, I don't like her. That you can just put in your pipe and smoke that one. No, I don't like her at all because she excuses predatory behavior against children. So right there, I can say, we ain't friends. You can't sit with us. Okay? Now, I understand that some people will skate around the predatory behavior and they focus just on Summer's disappearance. Hey, I wouldn't want my channel taken down either. But then there are people like Lisa K. Ruitz that 100% dismiss their victims. If Summer popped up today and did a news conference and said all these things happened to her, Lisa K. Ruitz would either shut her channel down or say Summer is lying. Because she's got a real clit on for Don and Candace. Okay? Can't be a hard on because she's a woman. But she's got a real clit on for those two. She has defended them to the hilt for over 4 years. True story.
You know what?
Are you still running around? Doing errands?
No, I'm at the house.
Oh. Listen, I'm live. I just wanted to, people are going nuts lately. I don't know if you've been hearing about it or seeing it all over YouTube. Their brains have been broken. But, in Find Some World's group that was posted about TBI coming to the house, can you say anything on it?
Not really.
can't. Yeah, it's just something they just wanted to look around the bottom of the driveway for some reason. I have no clue, but that's about all I know.
Well,
Okay, let's go back to what he said. He goes, "That's all I know."
yeah, I asked to search or look around the end of the driveway on Ben Hill Road.
All right, what are you doing?
Hey, what up? You still running around?
Oh, not much.
Are you still running around?
Do what?
Are you still running around? Doing errands?
No, I'm at the house.
Oh, listen, I'm live. I just wanted to, people are going nuts lately. I don't know if you've been hearing about it or seeing it all over YouTube. Their brains have been broken. But in Find Some World's group that was posted about TBI coming to the house, can you say anything on it?
Not really. I can't. Yeah, it's just something they just wanted to look around the bottom of the driveway for some reason. I have no clue, but that's about all I know.
Well, there you have it. Straight from Don Wells himself. No spin, no added drama, just truth. White Boy Lockdown Radio took the time to debunk the chatter and verify what's real. And whether you like him or not, credit is where credit's due. This is how responsible content works. And for those who's been saying, that never happened, that's not true, TBI never did that.
Well, Dawn said they did. Dawn said that they called so they didn't have to get a warrant and they wanted to search again. So be it. Sounds to me like they're starting from the beginning. Somebody who wants to, and I'm not taking up for Dawn, somebody that so much wants to look innocent is not going to admit that they keep searching their home.
We encourage you to listen again because Don Wells confirmed it. Not every answer lies in speculations. Some are sitting in plain sight. You just have to be willing to listen. Stay grounded, stay focused. Summer Wells still deserves justice, and that won't come from gossip. It comes from truth. It comes from fact.
And we know the facts. We know the facts. We know that Josh Melton, the new agent that was assigned to Summer Wells' case, have said they have ruled out abduction and they have ruled out that she wandered off. Now that Hunter is over the age of being a minor, they might want to talk to him again. Can't really do a lot with a kid when they're a kid. I know some people think they can. I know some people, they think about that movie Just Cause, where they got telephone books and everything around this kid, and they're just going to whack him till they tell. No, it doesn't work that way. Totally different case. Does anybody want to see my Idiots of the Week? And it's only Monday. Anyone? By the way, if it's too loud, I'm sorry. Linda's getting the damn yard mowed. Anybody want to see the Idiot of the Week? Okay. Danny Dane said yes. This is so great. I've been covering, or we have been talking about, I can't say I cover shit. I'm not Barbara Walters. I am not Katie Couric, okay? You're not going to get any groundbreaking news here. You know why? Because I'm a fucking YouTuber, okay? Okay? I did share a video or a couple in this Facebook group, and I'm loving those Facebook groups. I tell you what, they act like they are the Chinese government. Oh, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. And this is a private group. We have to keep all our information right here. I think it's called Lake County Quadruple Murder. I don't remember. So anyway, here we go. Put my video up about Austin Drummond. This woman, Alicia Hunley, I don't know this woman. She said, you all really need to research these YouTubers. All grifting liars who hate cases and families. I hate what happens in cases. True story, I do. Because I do not believe that anyone deserves to go through what these people go through. No, ma'am, I don't. Then this one, Sierra Buck, she goes, all this person does is just promote propaganda and spread false information. Crime lines and lies is only in this group to share her videos. This is my favorite. I replied to him and I said, I'm going to give you ladies a special shout out. Our friend Alicia Hunley goes, yeah, you do. You find frauds to come on your lives for cash. Shout me out. YouTube privacy strike. After you lied and said that I pay people to come up and lie. And now you want to put a YouTube privacy strike on me? You're in a public group saying I grift and I pay people to come up and lie. Woo! Woo! Alicia Hunley, please email me. Email me. You are the idiot of the week, and I have got your t-shirt, bitch. I have got your t-shirt. Alicia Hunley, Paige and Alicia Hunley, Paige and Alicia Hunley. Love that shit. Oh, I've got a Facebook group and it's private. It's private. Oh, okay. Super duper. Get to solving your case. All right. Very, very, very sad thing that happened last week. Now, this is from Jinky's channel. Miss Christine passed away. I'm playing this first because I'm going to play some of her content, an interview she did with Don the Con. All right. Now, I'm prefacing before because I don't want anyone to say anything bad about Christine. No one. Did I agree with Miss Christine? She thought the tree trimmers kidnapped and killed Summer. I don't think so. No. They weren't even there when Candace got home. I would actually entertain it. If they were there when they got home, I'd be like, hey, there's weirdos around every corner. We've seen it before. So I don't agree with her on that. You know me in these cases, time is everything. And if someone is not there at that time, then they couldn't have done it. Didn't disrespect her. I respect her opinion. I just don't agree with it. Jinky's put this up, and it is heartbreaking. By the way, ladies, stay up on your mammograms. Stay up on your blood work. We have a survivor in here. I don't know if I should say her name. Actually, several who have survived breast cancer. You find that lump, you run, you don't walk to get it tested. Danny Dane. Danny Dane. Right there. Can we have a hand for Danny Dane? She's a breast cancer survivor. And then some. Cancer sucks. Cancer can suck Candace's dick for all I care. Diana Howry, double mastectomy. She was her own donor. Her own donor. They did a stem cell transplant on her. Okay? She survived. Can we have a round of applause for Diana Howry? And the sad thing is Miss Christine, she did fight. She fought hard. She was in remission and it came back. Because one survives and the other one didn't, doesn't mean someone did something wrong. I think we all know, as women, that it really, when it comes to these things, it's the luck of the draw. I mean, I hate to say it that way. Cat OG, oh my God. Cat OG gifted 20 Crime Lines and Lies memberships. If you got a Crime Lines and Lies membership, you thank Cat OG. Damn, she got a new job and she's spreading the love. What the hell, Cat? Remember, when you're about to get to the end of your membership, $1.99. The best $1.99 you're ever going to spend.
I just wanted to tell you.
This is Miss Christine talking to Jinkies.
If I haven't told you before, but I just think you are such an inspiring young woman, from going to the way you were raised and how you grew up and all your beliefs, to becoming one of the most independent, loving, caring, funny, gorgeous, just everything about you is just so inspiring. And I want you to know that sometimes you go through hard times, but that's God helping you grow as a person, because he thinks you're worth it. And you know, you have the biggest heart, the kindest soul. So I know that sometimes things don't go your way and it's frustrating, but don't give up. You can do it. If I can do this, you can do anything. And I'm so proud of you, the way you raised Logan, and you are his voice, and you don't let anyone pick on him. And you're always there for him. You are a good mother. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You are a good mother. The only thing that matters is what Logan thinks, and Logan loves you.
Imagine being on your deathbed and you reach out to give comfort and support, accolades and compliments and love to someone else. That is a true person. Listen to this again. Not going to lie. Every time I have heard it, I have busted into tears.
Evelyn, I just wanted to tell you, if I haven't told you before, but I just think you are such an inspiring young woman, from going to the way you were raised and how you grew up and all your beliefs, to becoming one of the most independent, loving, caring, funny, gorgeous, just everything about you is just so inspiring. And I want you to know that sometimes you go through hard times, but that's God helping you grow as a person because He thinks you're worth it. And, you know, you have the biggest heart, the kindest soul. So I know that sometimes things don't go your way and it's frustrating, but don't give up. You can do it. If I can do this, you can do anything, anything. And I'm so proud of you, the way you raised Logan, and you mean you are his voice and you don't let anyone pick on him. And you're always there for him. You are a good mother. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You are a good mother. The only thing that matters is what Logan thinks. And Logan loves you with all his little heart. And you have been the best mom to him. So I just want to tell you how proud I am of you, how much you mean to me. I love you with all my heart. No matter what, anything happens, no matter, I will never, never, ever, ever, never turn my back on you. I love you. You're like you're like my daughter. I know I'm your same. We're almost close to the same age, but I feel more motherly to you than anybody. And I don't know. You're just, me and you are like soul sisters. And I just want you to know that I'm just so, so, so proud of you. And don't stop. You keep going. You know, I'm going to try to fight this stage 4 cancer, but, you know, it's up to God what happens. But I just want you to know when I go to heaven, I'm going to say hi to your family.
That's when I lost it. I lost my mother to cancer. And while she had her bearings, she had a lot of things to say. She said, I'm fighting this stage 4 cancer, and when I get to heaven, that's when I lost it.
And don't stop. You keep going. You know, I'm going to try to fight this stage 4 cancer, but, you know, it's up to God what happens. But I just want you to know when I go to heaven, I'm going to say hi to your family for you, and just know that I am going to be spiritually on your side forever until you come to heaven and we get to reconnect, okay? So I just want you to know that, and I love you so much. And oh, that's all I just wanted you to know.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Leslie, you're behind on chat. Hit all chat, because Leslie, I know that you're not calling Miss Christine a dumbass. Go buck a flow, fuck Miss Christine. Now let's get to her interview that she did with Don Wells, where he talks about Fred Hill and Chad Arnold and Ricky Crawford. Basically the same old, just nothing about Camp Cant. Because for whatever reason, he has no questions for Camp Cant, even though she was the one home.
Not only that, when Summer come up missing, the police come in and tore our house to pieces.
Oh yeah, they will.
Man, and none of them can ever dispute. And we told our boys and Summer and our kids every single day that we love them with all our heart, and we done everything we could for them. My probation officer's making me leave the state after he told me I could go here and work and change my probation office here, change my probation here, and all this happy-go-lucky stuff. And now he's pulling everything out from under me and saying I have to go back to Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just assume that everybody's calling my probation officer and saying all kinds of bad stuff about me. I don't know.
Yeah, Don, good guess. That is what happened. And Don, you would be very surprised to know who was calling your probation officer. No, it wasn't me, because I could give a rat's ass. But you'd be very surprised at the people you consider to be friends that were calling your probation officer. That will be one for a members live. Because I got, as Lisa K. Ruitt says, the screenshots.
Maybe.
Because
I think it was bullshit that they put you in shoe for that long.
They put me in solitary A block. That's where Fred Hill is. That's where Fred Hill is now. A block. He's probably got my old cell. A05.
Dang.
From what I heard, though, he's in there for protection reasons, though, ain't he?
That's what they told me.
I reckon he got pretty. He got a rude awakening.
I think during that time, Fred got moved because his conversations with Ziggy were being recorded. He wasn't in danger. I mean, he's in there for just drug charges. Hell, no one in there is going to have a problem with that. No. I think that was punishment for his conversations with Ziggy getting put on the internet. At least that's what I was told.
When he come in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that story. He probably ripped somebody off, is what it is. Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up, like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around, he'd be out on somebody's horse with a flashlight, riding around for who knows what reason.
That's weird.
All night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I've talked to him several times because I thought he has to know something. I caught him on other people's property, taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's what he's doing on the horse then with a flashlight.
Well, he has a golf cart.
Fred has a golf cart, and Don said he would go around stealing things from other people's property. Now, remember, after Don checked the shed, according to Don, not me, my ass wasn't there. According to Don, he went to Fred's to find out if he knew anything. Fred failed to mention that Candace and Chad Arnold had been there. As we all know, as the Wells turn, these stories have changed many times over the last 4+ years.
And he was on a golf cart and taking people's stuff from other people's property. I never said nothing till this point.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want him to be lying and just trying to get out of jail and trying to work some kind of deal or something. That ain't cool at all.
He's been lying since day one.
But I don't trust him either, though. I don't.
I've been up to his house several times trying to get answers, and he started talking about meth monkeys out in the woods and everything else, stirring me off in the wrong.
Fuck's a meth monkey. What the hell's a meth monkey? Does anyone know? What's a meth monkey? I learn something new every day. What the hell is a meth monkey? The hell is a meth monkey? Is Fred a meth monkey? What is a meth monkey? Let's find out.
He's uncovered after a traffic stop. A spider monkey found during a drug bust.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Your reporter Hunter Sowers is getting answers on why these rare discoveries are becoming more common.
Yeah, it's now the second time in 6 months a California traffic stop ends with officials taking a spider monkey into their care. Important to note, all primates are illegal to own here in the state of California. We want to show you some video of that spider monkey as they recently arrived to the Oakland Zoo. It was found near.
Is the monkey doing meth? The hell is going on around here? The hell is going on around here? Don said Fred was talking about meth monkeys in the woods.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want him to be lying and just trying to get out of jail and trying to work some kind of deal or something. That ain't cool at all.
He's been lying since day one.
But I don't trust him either, though. I don't.
I've been up to his house several times trying to get answers, and he started talking about meth monkeys out in the woods and everything else, stirring me off in the wrong direction. I mean, yeah, all kinds of wild stories he'd tell me, and I
How do we
just
know
leave
this
there.
ain't another one? You know, how do we know he's not even making this? You know, dead men tell no tales, right?
Exactly. He's just trying to get notoriety, money on his books. That's all he cares about.
And I thought it was convenient when I found out that old Cotton was dead.
Exactly. He's going to blame it on the dead man. Really?
How does Don know Cotton? How does he know Cotton Simpson? How does he know Roy Simpson? Why is he not shocked at Cotton's murder?
Wow.
Sometimes
And
people
then-
will do things to get the, get the look off themselves. You know, blame it on a dead person. That's a good way to go about
Well,
it.
I'll guarantee you the detectives are trying to talk to him, but he keeps talking him way out in left field somewhere. And that's why I want to beat his ass so bad. Because he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. Because he got meth heads going.
Okay. Miss Christine put this up. Chad Arnold is Fred's best friend, arrested for meth. Jason Arnold, found dead. He OD'd. Dustin Arnold, arrested for meth. Roy Cotton Simpson, drug arrests, who Fred Hill said hid Summer's body by a waterfall. Roy passed away, 2/14 of 23. Gary Simpson, Carly Trent's uncle. Marlena Elizabeth Crawford, friend of Summers in photo. Journey's mom. And don't get me going on that, because I think what was done to Journey at the house is the reason that CPS showed up on June 14th, 2021. All I know is what these people tell me. That's all I know. Daniel Hayes, Marlena's boyfriend, who was Journey's dad, arrested. Ricky Crawford Sr. passed away March 10th of 2022. Ricky Crawford Jr. arrested for meth. Celesta Maddox, Ricky Crawford's girlfriend. Listen, it goes on and on and on, my friends. And then you got Don, the moral authority. I think I'm just going to beat Fred's ass. Okay.
In and out of our road, day and night, all day long, all night long. And he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. And he wants to sit there and talk crazy. The boy needs his ass beat.
Yeah, he probably gonna get that.
He needs it.
Eventually, he gonna get that.
He's looking at probably a decade in the pen, so
Yeah, he's
Well,
he'll get his fair share.
He wants to play games after my daughter's disappearance.
That's what's so bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. When the police was up there at my house, I says, "You're not going to go knock on Fred Hill's door or some of these meth heads around here?" I says, "Then let me the fuck out of the way, and I'll go do it myself." And they says, "Well, we can't stop you, Mr. Wells. You're a free man." I said, "Yeah, that's right." And I went over there and I drove to his house, and I about kicked the fucking door in. And he's like, "Oh, yeah. Well, I seen some meth heads up there on the ridge, blah, blah, blah," and talking all kinds of crazy. Yeah.
That seems awful suspicious to me.
Cannot get a straight answer out of him for nothing. And here he is playing games again on Ziggy's Live.
My understanding is that Fred has talked to the police many times about Fred. Many times. Many times.
And everything else cannot get a straight answer out of him.
Brittany's right. He is also detoxing at this time when he was sitting there rattling off. So
he's a everyday user. He shoots that crap in his arm.
Yeah, and it's
So
gonna
he's
take a
probably
minute
been
for his
sick
head to
for
get
the last
straight.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for the last 2 weeks, he's been sicker now.
I felt sorry for him, and I give him a black truck. I says, you haul that stuff off, whatever, because I didn't want to clutter up my driveway. He hauled that crap off. I says, the motor's good. It's a brand new motor, bored 30,000 over.
Hold on. What is Don? The Salvation Army? What's he doing giving away vehicles? Why? If Fred is such a piece of shit and you knew he was no good from day one, why would you loan him a vehicle or especially give him one? Listen to that again.
On Ziggy's Live and everything else, cannot get a straight answer out of him.
Brittany's right. He is also detoxing at this time when he was sitting there rattling off. So
he's a everyday user. He shoots that crap in his arm.
Yeah, and it's
so
gonna
he's
take a
probably
minute
been
for his
sick
head to
for
get
the last
straight.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah, for the last 2 weeks, he's been sicker now.
I felt sorry for him, and I give him a black truck. I says, you haul that stuff off, whatever, because I didn't want to clutter up my driveway. He hauled that crap off. I says, the motor's good. It's a brand new motor, bored 30,000 over. And all he needed to do was put a harmonic balancer in it. But he hauled it straight to the junkyard for meth. I think it was, oh man, I don't know.
And honestly, the best place he could be is jail because
Absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that.
I mean,
Yep,
you know,
that's right.
at least they'll keep him off that crap for his head to get right, and maybe he might have an answer to something, and then they can give him a lie detector test, and then maybe they'll get somewhere.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was a lot of traffic coming in and out of our hauler because of Fred Hill. He needs to own up to this shit. That fucking asshole needs to own up that
And
he's
you know
the
what else,
fucking
Don?
reason that all that traffic was coming in and out of our hauler. And I want to beat his ass so bad and make him realize this.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And another thing is him having that horse, you know.
OCD, clean freak Don. Don't want nothing in my driveway cluttered. Okay, buddy. All right. I do believe him that there was a lot of traffic going down that dead-end road, not just because of Fred, but I think because of Don and Candace and their sex parties. I think Andy and Jody Sue were in the smack as well.
And I was wondering, like, if somebody, you know, if they could have lured Summer to the road with a horse or with an animal, you know, because the dog, you know, they traced her footprints and her smell.
Well,
her scent
I'll promise you that Summer would never leave our property, but there's the possibility that someone could have lured her, like you just said.
There's a little kid that's 5 years old.
Right,
We don't know.
right.
I mean,
That's
build up
right.
something that they love, like a horse or a puppy or
That's
a kitty.
right.
You don't know.
Yes, that's right. That's a possibility. I don't think she would ever leave from around our house unless she was lured, like you said.
Because have you ever watched them shows that they do? Because they'll get the
Yeah.
parents sit up and they'll go,
Yeah.
you think your kid wouldn't talk to a stranger? And every
That's
one of them,
right.
every time they do it.
Absolutely.
You know, people like that,
Yep.
they're so manipulative. They know what they're doing and they plan it ahead of time.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Yes,
And they
ma'am.
sit and wait and watch. And, you know, I said from the beginning, I said, it's got to be somebody close by there.
Yep.
That I think, because they're sitting watching and
Yep.
waiting for the right second, just the right second.
I agree. But there's one thing we got to stick with. There are two things we got to stick with. The boys are the last one that seen her go down in the basement. And
Yeah.
number two, the dogs, the police dogs, followed her scent, not down the driveway, but down the dog trail, and they dead ended on the road.
Okay.
That's what
So
we have
still
to go
right by
with.
the road. That's still right
Yes.
by the road.
Right. Which means she was thrown in a vehicle. And
That's what I
Fred Hill was leaving out that.
Okay. I hate when I have to say it, but I do agree with Dawn. I think she was put in a vehicle. Now, when Pruitt says things like, oh, we have no evidence she was trafficked out of the area. Never expect the police to tell you what they have dug up. Never, ever. Matter of fact, if they do, they're doing sloppy work. When Ronnie Lawson, who has his own problems, says things like, there's really no drug problem around there. Listen, we totally know different. Don't expect them to tell you what they're working on. No. It would be really stupid to expect anyone to say, well, this is what we dug up. No. Forget that. Betty, hold on. Betty said, I'm sus of the tree trimmers. I get it, and I would be too if they were there when Summer got home. I would. Because you never know. It could be some kind of like prison release thing. It could be people that are currently in jail and they're like, hey, get out there and trim some trees. That's going to be your recreation today. I would be too. But they weren't there. They weren't there. Candace didn't even know they were trimming trees. She had no idea. You got to be there on time to do the crime. Dawn doesn't have any empathy.
The right second.
I agree. But there's one thing we got to stick with, or two things we got to stick with. The boys are the last one that seen her go down in the basement. And number two, the dogs, the police dogs, followed her scent, not down the driveway, but down the dog trail, and the dead ended on the road.
Okay.
That's what we have to go with.
That's still right by the road.
Right. Which means she was thrown in a vehicle. And Fred Hill was leaving out that time, hauling some scrap metal off at that time.
Oh, yeah, I heard that on the.
Did he have a red truck?
No, he doesn't. He has a yellow Nissan.
What about that cotton?
I have no idea. I have no idea on that. I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you know Cotton?
No, I don't. The only people that I know is the people I work with all them years, Tucker Dry.
And back to Dawn saying only he knows is people from Tucker Drywall and church people. It is a rumor that Dawn was very familiar with Cotton.
Well, and all of them pretty much disowned me after this happened.
Dog trail.
Yeah.
That goes right up to that flat spot before your driveway, correct?
Yes, it does. I put in that little Mary's husband used to work at the school in Church Hill. He had a trailer house on the property of the school in Church Hill, that elementary school. Mary and her husband, I can't remember his name. So, what was his name? But yeah, he gave my mom that playground equipment from the school, and I put it in there for my kids.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dear God, if you need to cough, mute yourself. I hate that barking into the microphone. Stop it. Stop it. It's bad enough when I start laughing, and have a very annoying laugh. Very annoying laugh.
But it's only like, yeah, it's right good by the road, pretty much. That flat spot you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right.
Don, do you know who a Chad Arnold is?
Yes, I do.
And so, somebody asked me. Said,
Yeah,
Ken,
Chad Arnold was married to. No, he didn't die.
I thought he died.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. But Chad Arnold was at Fred Hill's house when when Candace was looking for Summer. She drove back in a holler to Fred Hill's house, and Chad Arnold was hanging out back there. I've been to Chad Arnold's house before, and he had all kinds of people hanging out in his
was he a
shed.
cracky?
Is he what?
Was he like a meth head like Fred Hill?
Yes. Chad Arnold loves his meth. Yes, he does.
Thank you, Dawn. I feel like I'm watching a Nancy Reagan commercial from '83. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Just say no. He doesn't know these people. Oh, but he loves his meth. How would you know if you don't know the person? How would you know? It's one thing if you know someone personally. You don't know their vices until you know them personally. So you cannot sit there and say, oh, he loves his meth. He loves his meth. Thought you didn't really know him that well. Hell, you don't even know if the guy's dead or alive. That's what you said. Not that I know of, but he loves his meth.
I went to visit him. Chad Arnold trains horses and stuff. He's really good at that. But he loves his methamphetamines.
That's
Is he a
So Dawn and Candace could not remember Summer's birthday, her age at the time she went missing, but they know every vice of everyone on that road. They know exactly what Fred is up to. They know exactly what Jody Sue's up to. They know exactly what Andy's up to. They know exactly what Chad's up to. They know exactly what Laura's up to. They know all this. But you don't know your daughter's date of birth. You give the wrong age when the police show up. Jinbug said, Dawn knows a lot for someone who wasn't there. Every day, girlfriend, every day. Hey, Mike, welcome back.
offender or anything? Is he on the registry?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I did see quite a few around there whenever I looked. I pulled it up, you know.
I went to his wife.
By the way, if you're in the bushes and not commenting, we're a nice bunch in here. Come in and say hi. Come in and say hi. Hit that subscribe button. I promise you'll like it around here. The only feisty one around here is me, Chrissy, depending on the time of the month. And well, there's a couple people you don't want to cross, but at the end of the day, it's all good in this hood.
House and visited with Chad Arnold a few times for various reasons, trying to get truck parts or whatever. And yeah, he's definitely showed me some big pieces of yeah, he's definitely into that stuff.
Did Fred Hill act like he had something like schizophrenia or something?
Yeah, he has meth-induced schizophrenia.
I was
Yes.
going to say, I've heard that. I have too. Yeah. It's almost like psychosis from meth. It causes psychosis and
exactly.
If somebody's already predisposed to getting it, it actually pushes it along. Some people can have it their whole life and not get the side effects from it, but the drugs can push it to it.
That's
yeah,
right.
I've seen a difference in people. because some people don't act the same on that stuff. You
Listen, I don't know who these geniuses are that are like, is he schizophrenic? Well, I just know he acts a lot different when he's, using that shit. You think? You think? You think? Polythin Pam said, Brooks, I'm here every morning. Love your channel. Well, girl, come say hi. Girl, come say hi. Like I said, I don't know who these geniuses are. I really don't. And I don't know what medical school these assholes went to. Sometimes those things will make you act real different. Really? 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 Look at that. Ilyanka's learning. Again, this channel is for news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarship, or research. Ilyanka got a scholarship today. She said, wow, I'm getting a medical education from these goofs. For real. Angel P's going to go back to nursing school because she didn't learn this shit when she went her first go around. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? That when you put fucking battery acid and you snort it or whatever you do with all that shit, that it might rewire your brain a little bit. Angel P, thank you for the Crime Lines and Lies membership. Thank you so much, Pat K. Woo! You're making me blush.
you can see some people now, like they completely lost their daggone mind. Like, I mean, like
Do
in
you
another
think
whole
Chad
show.
Cotton and Fred took some, or somebody just asked me that question?
I have no clue. But it's just like Dudley. That weekend, I guess he went and done dope all weekend. He showed up Monday. I guess I fired him Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember.
Broke one wing.
I can't deal with that stuff. He said I ripped him off for money and everything.
I love listening to when Don gets on his moral high ground. I'd fire Dudley because he was doing meth. He's talking about Fred. He's talking about this one, that one, and the other one. Wow. You know what, Don? I think we can just go back to the Bible, sins of the father. No one's saying that you are these people's father. No one is saying that. However, you cannot look down your nose and call a kettle black. No way, sir. No way. I agree with Dr. Phil when he looked straight at Candace. And he said, when all of this comes out, it's going to be someone that you know. It's going to be someone that you know. For sure. For sure. We have some new subscribers. Woo! Woo! Let's take a second and welcome our new friends. We got new members, new subscribers. Tell you what. And they're all here for summer. Because we want to follow this to the very end. So happy you are here.
And I guess he went and done dope all weekend. He showed up Monday. I guess I fired him Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember.
Broke one wing.
I can't deal with that stuff. He said I ripped him off for money and everything else. He's lying.
Oh yeah, well he lied too on that interview.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
tried to act like he was such a good, upstanding guy.
And we've seen that, everybody that has been mentioned has went down for some crazy shit.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Sort
and
of
I'm not claiming I'm an angel, because I'm not.
None of us are.
No,
I'm not.
No, I mean nobody is saying that you.
Diana's my angel. Diana just donated $50 to the channel. Woo! Diana, that is way too much. Diana's my angel. However, you see Don telling these people as he's talking about crack and meth and doesn't like his driveway cluttered up and this and that. He goes, well, I'm no angel. Well, no shit, Sherlock. No shit. You molested Jeannie. You molested Mary. You molested Rhonda. You broke into a house and you sniffed some red panties and you were caught whacking off with them. Really? Okie doke. Okie doke. Sounds like good husband material to me.
Hard. I mean,
Well, no, I just want to make that clear with y'all. I'm no angel. I'm trying. I'm really I'm trying, but it's so hard.
Trust me, we all fall short. I showed my ass yesterday. I ain't even gonna lie. I did.
She's
Don, how do you feel about Andy?
Let's talk about the difference between falling short, as in, you know, you get paid on Friday, so you try to float a check, you know, from, let's say, Wednesday and hoping it bounces. I mean, not bounces, it clears on Friday. Or, you know, you answer the phone and someone's like, just a reminder, you have this bill due, and you're like, oh, yes, I totally forgot about it. Or I mailed it out. I'm sure you'll have it any day. His falling short is way different than any of us falling short. And I am a huge proponent that someone's past is not there right now. The only time that your past is right now is if you are an elder abuser. True story. You steal money from old people, there's something damn wrong with you. Animal abuser, and especially a child abuser. Hey, drugs and alcohol come and go. Drink all you want. Do whatever you want. But when you abuse other people, and violent criminals, hell, they're locked away. I don't need to talk to them anyway. I don't need to talk to them. Still waters, girl, I was about to call the U.S. Marshals. Look at that. First, we Scottish is a new member. Everyone say hi. May, this is Still Waters. Girlfriend, did you find me that juniper breeze? I'm so glad you're back, baby. I have been super worried about you.
And Jody Sue,
How
do you feel about Andy?
I don't think Andy had anything to do with anything, but I will say that Jody Sue is the biggest nutcase I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, why didn't she like y'all living there? Or why didn't she want people to sell the property around?
We've done everything we could to help Jody Sue. Even my private investigators went up and moved all her crap for her. Drove up that steep ass hill with his 4-wheel drive and moved all his stuff out of there. She tried to give us some a cigarette machine and some other stuff, and we was like, no, that's not right. That's your husband's probably, or whatever. We don't want it. And she was just trying to be mean to Andy or whatever way. But our private investigators moved her crap for her out of the kindness of their hearts. Candace went up there and helped her out of the kindness of her heart and everything else. And we barely know her, and why she turned on us and said all this crazy stuff is beyond us. Other than trying to start her own YouTube channel or whatever, I don't,
Maybe get back at her husband and just y'all were just the side effect of it.
All these haters just come out the woodwork like cockroaches. It's crazy.
How about that other guy? What was his name? That he's a real bad dude. The one that got in trouble.
Don Sherfy.
Yeah, that Sherfy go because wasn't he friend
Yeah.
with Brandon Lawson too?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know them people. All I know is Don Sherfy Sr. got with my stepdad's sister and had something going with her that I'm not aware of whatsoever. And why he turned on us, or why Mary.
Okay. The Sherfy family should all be in jail. They should all be in jail. The first time I heard about the Sherfy family is with Evelyn Boswell. I was in one of those super private Facebook groups where locals were like, the Sherfy family, the Sherfy family. They weren't ready to blame Maggie Boswell. And then, poof, here we go. Summer Wells is abducted, and the first thing that people are talking about is the Sherfy family. They are PEDs, my friends. They are. Now, don't think they have not been shaken up one side and down the other. Alibi out the ass, because it wouldn't take nothing to arrest them. Nothing. Okay? They, matter of fact, I mean, I'd say a few days before Halloween, they get this. Open up! Friendly reminder, you're not allowed to give out candy on Halloween because we don't want you touching no more little kids. What is the definition of knowing someone? On one hand, Don doesn't know shit. Can't say it if he had a mouth full of it. Then on the other hand, he has all the info.
My stepdad's sister Mary turned on us. I have no clue. I know my mother, when she was alive, told Mary that she was going to get the property, the property that we have now. And my mother told me that, that Mary and her husband Cecil and all them, worked for her hourly, and she led them along, and they thought they was going to get the property, and they was really just kind of, my mom said they were basically con artists, and she turned the property over to me, and that really pissed them off. But I don't know the whole story. That's between my mother and them, and my mother's deceased now.
Yeah.
So I don't know the full story.
When people pass away, all kind of stuff goes on like that in families.
Exactly. And, my mother had a court battle with the Hills, which would have been Jody Sue's or Andy's kin. They had a court battle over a piece of property across the street over there, right across from their house. And then the people bought that property in the back and just took over the property that they had to dispute over, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
Now a minute ago, Don, you mentioned Bellaton.
Yeah.
The Bernard fella.
Yeah.
Do you know if he's any kin to any of the Bernards in the Bellaton area?
I have no clue, brother. Andy Bernard seemed to be pretty up and up to me. We bought weed from him from time to time. He'd come up and says, "Man, I got some good weed, whatever," and we'd buy weed from him from time to time. And Andy Bernard has always been pretty straight up with us, and has never really caused us any problems or anything. So I really can't say anything bad about Andy at all, because he's never done us wrong. But his wife,
well, no one's gonna be mad with the weed guy that lives across the road. Goodness.
More the problem.
yeah. But Andy's never done us wrong. I just hope and pray for his kids, that they turn out okay and everything. But Jody Sue Brown, she's lied on us continually.
Yeah, how old's your boy? How old's our oldest son?
I
Don,
don't
can I ask you
know.
a question? Did they rule her out as a suspect?
They haven't ruled anybody out as a suspect.
That's
So
what
that's
I
a
thought.
straight,
That's
yeah,
what
that's
I
a straight
thought.
lie right there. I mean, if she was at the bottom of the hill, my summer come up missing like she claims, why would they rule her out as a suspect?
And didn't Andy have an alibi for about being 45 minutes away?
Yes,
an
yes,
hour
ma'am.
away? And
Yes,
she
ma'am.
said that she was
Yeah.
waiting on Andy to get home, but she and planning her wildfire.
Well, Andy,
Went on PG.
TBI told me that Andy was at work. He's got definitely a rock solid alibi at the time of Summer's disappearance.
Yeah.
So then why would she
But
say that?
She said that she was waiting on Andy.
Well, that may be, but Andy did
But
show
Andy
up
had an alibi to
later
be
on.
about 45 minutes an hour away.
Yeah, he was
But
at
then
work.
she said she was planting her wildflowers.
Definitely,
That's
Joe.
stuff to me, I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely, Jody Sue has no alibis, but her husband Andy definitely does. He was at work at the time of Summer's disappearance.
Wow.
TBI confirmed that with me.
And I believe that. I do. I totally believe that. They have time cards. They have all that stuff. Now, that doesn't mean that he doesn't know something more. It doesn't mean, Fred has always been 100% saying that he saw him come down the road. Ziggy plays this game all the time that says, well, Fred said, well, Fred said, well, Fred said, well, Fred said, people are like, well, I guess, Pruitt didn't want to talk to Andy that day. And listen, I'm not saying Andy is salt of the earth at all, at all. I don't know the dude. However, employment records do prove a concrete alibi. Some people will say, well, I think he helped after the fact. Okay, that's what you think. They don't seem to really want to have anything to do with Andy. But I tell you what, they were roughing Fred up for quite a while. And all Fred says is that he saw Andy on the road. I saw my neighbor on the road this morning. I'm going to assume he was going to work. I saw Linda. She's out of her car right now with Dollar General bags. I'm going to assume she went to Dollar General. So if a child goes missing in our neighborhood, I'm not going to say, well, I saw Linda on the road. Well, I saw my other neighbor leaving at 6:25 when I was getting home. No. And the whole Andy story, I think, came from Jody Sue because she knew that he found himself another juice box to dig into. Remember when she kept calling that woman coleslaw? And then she was super offended that he married her but would never marry Jody's sparkly purple eyeshadows? Yeah.
Told me that because I was concerned, and I went to them with that, and I was like, what about Andy? And they told me, well, he was at work. He has a rock solid alibi. And I was like, okay, yes, sir. And, but definitely Jody Sue does not. She's a liar. She's the biggest liar I've ever seen in my life.
And she said out of her own mouth, I think I heard her say she didn't even like kids that much.
I have somebody in the chat wants to know, Don, said, what kind of party did you have before Summer went missing and who was there?
What kind of party?
I've never heard of that yet.
That's that's really a rude question. I mean, because we didn't really have parties or whatever, but that's really rude, whoever, and disrespectful for whoever said that. The only kind of parties we had is like I'd go buy fireworks with my kids, and me and the wife might drink a beer. You know what?
Yeah.
If
what
that's
you say. If
illegal,
you got
I mean,
invited to a party at Don's house, you better have your hiking boots on to walk up that driveway.
right? But I didn't. I mean,
you're just going to go hang out and party.
I'm glad that dude said that. If you're going to go up to Don's driveway, you better have your hiking boots on. Chris McDonough, I can't tell you how many tries it took for him to get up that driveway. Okay? So many people have said they didn't even know there was a house up there. They didn't even see that there was a driveway. They didn't even know where to turn to find the house. They had no idea. They say it's easier to find in the winter and in the fall. But no, summer and spring, forget about it. You know, and there's Don, rude question, because he had a party. Well, we know about their parties, okay? We know about their parties. We've heard many, many, many people speak about it. Jody Sue is the one person that won't speak about their parties. True story. Will not. Lean on Me said, what I'm asking, are there proof of his clock out time? Oh, I wouldn't have that. That's something that the TBI got. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. All I know is that there's several persons of interest, and none of them are Andy.
Party, I mean,
well, we would usually hang out with our kids and maybe light fireworks, and we might even light a bonfire for our kids, and we'd sit there and just have a good time with our kids. But as far as a party, I mean,
Well,
if that's what you want to talk.
I think they meant it because they just wanted to know if they were there as a sus, like a friend party.
No, we didn't really have friends over there. But people might show up, like, you know, there was a few people that might show up begging for money. There's a few people, I won't mention them by name, and I won't put
Anyone that comes to your door begging for money is because you owed them for drugs, Dawn. True story.
them out there like that. But we had a few people that might show up that was begging for money so that they could go get their pills or whatever they wanted. I recognized that and I understood that. But Candace's mother or whatever didn't quite understand that. But I understood that. But usually they might loan them $10 or $20 and they'd go their way. I won't mention them by name, you know, or anything. But as far as a party, no.
I think it was pretty much a question just to see if anybody who was up there suspect.
More of a gathering, not really a party.
Yeah.
The only gathering is
a gathering with math and Candace with a strap on. Okay.
Yeah, we had gatherings with our kids, you know, because we loved them, and we bought I buy fireworks all the time, and like I said, me and Candace ain't perfect. We might have a drink or two or three. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And but that's pretty much.
Oh, Marlena's daughter's birthday party.
I don't know about that. She was up there for a while. You know, Marlena's daughter, but Marlena, I don't want to say nothing bad about her either. I've already said all I've had to say about her. Journey, you're talking about Journey. Yeah, Marlena's daughter's name is Journey. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I've already been through that. These people go out and steal and sell whatever they steal for drug money to get high. I mean, that's what they do.
I found the party. I found it. Get ready. I found it. This is the party that Dawn is referring to.
Hi there. So my name is Ebony and I am a Mary Kay Independent Sales Director. Today, I want to talk to you about one of my favorite parts of running a Mary Kay business, throwing parties. Mary Kay parties are a fun way to get personalized skincare recommendations.
Just imagine Dawn and Marlena and Jody Sue and Andy and Fred and Laura and Chad Arnold and the Sherfries. And don't forget Robin Lane. That's the party. Yes, thank you, Dawn.
While pampering yourself a little bit. Because we could all use a little more pampering from time to time.
Look at that.
At Mary Kay parties, you'll get the chance to ask questions and get recommendations tailored to your skin specific needs and concerns. For instance, if a customer were to ask me what products I would recommend for combination skin with Asian concerns.
Fred has combination skin. We can see sometimes he's a little oily in the T-zone. I can see this happening. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn.
I would tell them that our Time-Wise Miracle Set 3D is an easy 4-step regimen that works wonders on fine lines and wrinkles and comes in 2 formulations to meet your skin's specific needs. And if you like the products recommended at a skincare party, you can sometimes get them directly from your independent beauty consultant the same day. Or if you prefer to think about it, you can contact her at any time to order the products you want. If you're on the fence about attending a Mary Kay party, let me tell you.
See, I can see Jody Sue right there saying, do you have any eyeshadow that looks like it comes on liquid and it's real glittery? And do you have any sort of skin cream that when I smoke, my index finger and my middle finger don't turn yellow? I can see this now.
Mary Kay parties are a ton of fun. Not only will you learn about taking care of your skin and some makeup tips, but you will leave with new friends. Mary Kay parties can also be held virtually.
Oh, these parties weren't virtual. Oh no, everybody was there, skin on skin. Let the love begin.
Virtual parties are the perfect option for those with a busy schedule and can include multiple friends or can be a one-on-one consultation. Scheduling a virtual party with friends is a great way to spend time together while learning more about skincare in a fun, interactive way. You don't even have to leave your house. What's even better is virtual parties are just as quick and easy as an
Quick and easy, I think, had a lot to do with their parties. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to give that one to Dawn and just say, yeah, the parties were innocent enough. Yeah, there we go. All right, you win that one, Dawn. I'm sure it was super innocent. Fireworks in Mary Kay.
We try to keep them away from our house and stuff, but on the other end of the spectrum, you know, like Marlena, we tried to help her out, and until we realized that she just wanted money for drugs, you know, and she would dump her daughter off at her house.
Why does everybody come to Dawn for money for drugs? And he's like, and Marlena would just dump her daughter off at her house. That's called kids playing together. Anyone ever have a child that has friends and they hang out and they watch movies together and stuff like that? Toast marshmallows. I mean, you know, they do what kids do. Play with toys. Hey, I got this new Barbie. Hey, I've got this new game. She just dumped her daughter off. Well, what happened to her daughter when she was there the week before, Dawn? That's one thing he won't answer. Why was CPS at your house on the 14th? Because it's not about BB guns. I can tell you that right now. It is not about BB guns.
And it's a sad situation. But about 2 weeks before summer come missing, I told Candace, you need to take Journey to her grandparents' house or her cousin's house and get her. We ain't doing this, because Marlena would just dump her off at our house and just leave her there and go out and party or whatever she was doing. And I'm not going to do that. So about 2 weeks before summer come missing, Candace took Journey to her grandparents' house and put her in safe hands.
Grandis took Journey back. And it wasn't 2 weeks before. It was, let's see, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. It was 5 days before. And something happened to where Child Protective Services was called. And they showed up to Dawn and Candace's on Monday, the 14th. It was not 2 weeks before. No.
But about 2 weeks before summer come missing, I told Candace, you need to take Journey to her grandparents' house or her cousin's house and get her. We ain't doing this, because Marlena would just dump her off at our house and just leave her there and go out and party or whatever she was doing. And I'm not going to do that. So about 2 weeks before summer come missing, Candace took Journey to her grandparents' house and put her in safe hands. And then about
Sounds like that's where she needed to be, maybe right then.
Right, yeah, because Marlena was just dumping her off at her house and just leaving her. We wouldn't even see Marlena. She didn't give a damn, to be honest. Marlena was the type of person, if you was friends with her, she'd come over to your house, and if you wasn't home, she'd steal everything off your porch and everything else and go sell it for drugs and buy drugs and everything else. She was doing it to her own sister. She was doing it to us and other people that we know of.
Interesting. Hey, I don't live their life. If someone's stealing things off my porch, I think I'm going to call the police and say, hey, someone around here has a camera. What the hell are you going to steal from them? And why did he give Fred a truck? And he's like, and then Fred went and sold it for meth. Hey, scrapping cars, people do it. They do. They don't care what's in it. If the engine is still good, they will send it. They will take it somewhere. These people are a mess. A messy mess. And Summer Wells deserved better. I'm actually happy that the TBI released an updated age progression photo of Summer. That looks more like her, okay? And that they are not giving up on the case of Summer Wells. The timing is odd because today's the 18th. It came out on the 13th. It's not the anniversary of her death. It is not her birthday. Something else shook the apple cart. Well, speaking of apple carts, we have another show here in about an hour. It's going to be on the other channel. Does anyone need the link? Anyone? Does anyone need the link? I promise I can get it for you. And we're going to start doing more shows on the other channel, hey, might as well. Rianne said she needs the link. Let me see. All right, there you go. All right, come on over. Come on over. Kick your shoes off. Won't be talking about any crime. Won't be talking about any crime. Just come on over. And I'm going to start using that channel more. My dumbass forgot I even had it. Here it is again. So I'll see you guys in about an hour on the other channel. You guys are the absolute best. Can we have some internet hugs for the Mod Squad? Because they keep it together, and I don't know how. Thank you to all the new members, Pat, Ange, Kat, everyone that gifted new members, Diana Howery. Thank you for your over-the-top contribution to this channel, and I will see you guys on the other channel in about an hour. You guys are the best. Bye-bye.